If you clicked on this video, you probably already know what a Harmony Director is and what it can do, but you might be on the fence about whether it's worth the investment, or it's just not in the budget right now. Either way, there are some ways that we can get some of the same functionality without spending all the money. So we're going to talk about what some of those substitutions are. My name is Peter Thompson. I'm a middle school band director, and this is the Amplified Warm-Ups YouTube channel. So let's dive right in. The first thing that I really like to do with the Harmony Director is use it to play drones. And it's great for tuning references, playing underneath scales and exercises, and just really keeping students grounded in the key. But you don't need a Harmony Director to do all that. One option that's really good is there's a YouTube playlist of cello drones. And first of all, I'm going to link everything that I'm talking about in this video in a web page. If you go to amplifywarmups.com/HD, everything is freely available there. There's nothing to click through or sign up for. It's just right there for you. So this playlist of cello drones is great to play along with. It's really well done, and I think it's really helpful. The only limitation of that is you can only play one note at a time. And so to get more than one note at a time, we're going to take the next step, and we're going to spend up just a few dollars on a tuning app like Tunable or Tonal Energy. And these allow you to sustain whatever notes you want, so you can use it to model chords for your students. You can even adjust them for pure or just temperament to get those chords sounding just right. So like I said, those are a few dollars, but those are great options for playing sustained held out drones for your band. I still think that playing along on a keyboard is something that's really helpful, and after using the Harmony Director for a little while, I think even if I didn't have that, I would want to play along with a keyboard of some sort. And I'm guessing you probably have some sort of digital keyboard lying around your band room, or maybe in your music department, something that you could set up next to your podium and play along. So that would be another low-cost alternative. And you might have to dig into what sounds are good for your band to play along with, and maybe work with the transpose function a little bit on it. But just grabbing an old keyboard and playing along will add some of that functionality as well. So these substitutions are all low-cost or no-cost substitutions that give you some aspects of the Harmony Director's functionality. In the rest of the video, I want to talk about a solution that would be specific to Mac users. Unfortunately, there's nothing really comparable on PC, and it's not something that you can run on a mobile device like an iPad. But if you have a Mac, this might be a really good solution for you. So it's going to involve your Mac and a piece of software called Apple Mainstage. Now, I've seen other people put something similar together using Apple Logic Pro. The thing about that is that's a $200 piece of software. Mainstage is a $30 piece of software, and it takes a lot of the things that are in Logic and really tailors them to something that's perfect for this application. So with your Mac and $30 Mainstage software, if you add some sort of MIDI controller, MIDI keyboard, that kind of thing, you're going to be able to replicate a lot of the Harmony Director's best features. And let me show you what I've got here. And this file is going to be freely available on that webpage. So I've done some different versions of this over the years, but I think this one gives functionality for my favorite parts of the Harmony Director. So of course you can play different notes with it, but we've got some different sounds. There's one for woodwind, one for brass, an organ sound, which is nice to play along to. It has the ability to transpose on the fly. And there's a window up in the top that helps you keep track of what your transposition is. 0 for playing in C, -2 for B flat, +3 for E flat instruments, and then +5 for your French horns. It has the ability to hold. So it's got that sustain, that hold button. It has the ability to actually kind of automatically detect what kind of tuning you need, so you don't have to switch back and forth between equal temperament and pure temperament. It kind of knows what you need and makes the adjustment based on whatever you're playing, so that's really cool. Then if you have some knobs, you have the functionality to control the volume of the sound. There's also a metronome built into Mainstage. It's not the easiest thing to use. Especially if I had a couple of more drum pads, I would have something where I could tap the tempo like on a Harmony Director, and I could start and stop it without just using the volume. There's a tempo knob over here. We can speed it up, and there's a window in the display that tells you what the tempo is. So there is some metronome functionality built into this. But like I said, this takes my favorite features from the Harmony Director and replicates them in software. So if you have a Mac and you have some MIDI gear and you can get this software. This is actually a really good solution. So on this webpage, which is amplifiedwarmups.com/HD, you're going to find this file, instructions for how to set it up on your system, how to connect your hardware controls with the software controls. It also has a list of MIDI controllers. So based on what you already have, what you need to supplement, what your functionality and your budget are, there's a whole list of MIDI controllers that will help you know which direction to go with that. And like I said, instructions for how to set it up. So it's all there. I try to make it really easy to use. So if you just go to amplifiedwarmups.com/HD, if there's something you feel like would be a little bit more custom to your situation and we can just rearrange things in the software, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to do that. I have tons of experience with Mainstage, like a lot. So if I had to do something custom to help you, that would be no big deal at all. We just make that happen. So let me know how I can help with this. I think this is really good, and all these solutions are good for just dipping your toe into this kind of work with your band, and it will help you to know if going a little bit further to actually get an HD, a Harmony Director would be good for you, or if you're content with these solutions that we've talked about here. So anyway, check that out at amplifiedwarmups.com/HD, and we'll be in touch. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.